In this video, I'm going to share my top 40 favorite songs by The Cure. There will be surprises, there will be shocks, there will be, well, yeah, that's obviously one of their best songs, duh. Last week I published my tier list video in which I ranked all of the albums by The Cure, including their new album, Songs of a Lost World. But in this video, I'm not going to rank every song by The Cure, just the 40 songs that I narrowed down as being what I feel are the best songs by The Cure. Just Say Hello. Open is the opening track from Wish, and it is further proof that the first song on any given Cure album is probably, good possibility, more than likely, going to be awesome. This song is not as awesome as Plainsong, but we'll get to that. The Baby Screams, from The Head on the Door. I felt like this song had this really neat sort of throwback vibe to a lot of their stuff from the first 3 albums, just with more tempo. It's got the right amount of energy. This song has just a crazy, amazing bass line. Strike me, strike me, strike me dead. From Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Why Can't I Be You? This is one of The Cure's most silly songs. But I gotta tell you, I have a thing for rock and alternative songs that manage to find a way to include trumpets. Even though they're probably not really trumpets, they're probably really synthesizers, and I think that's really actually true. I just like, da 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 da. All the trumpet players are saying, dude does not know how to play trumpet. Friday I'm in Love, from Wish. This is one of their most effortless, perfectly nailed it pop songs. Robert Smith's vocals are absolutely spot on for this song. Is this their happiest song? It might be. My only beef with this song, and I'm not saying it's a bad song, my only beef with this song is that I could hear a slightly different arrangement of this song, just a slightly different arrangement of this song performed by Wilson Phillips. You can hear it too, can't you? From The Head on the Door, it's Push. I feel like this song is another really great example of how their sound, how the Cure sound really rounded into form on The Head on the Door. The song has tempo, it has Cure lyrics. I know that sounds like a dumb thing to say, but I mean, this song has quintessential Cure lyrics. It has a long intro, it has great energy. Alone, from Songs of a Lost World. I think this goes down as yet another amazing opening track on a Cure album. Welcome to our new album. We've got some things we want to share with you. It's not Plainsong, but it kind of reminds me of it. We'll get to that. Maybe the guitars could be up in the mix a little bit more, but I don't know. I really love the full sound of this song, and I really feel it's a very strong opening song from their new album. Fire in Cairo. I'd pretty much gotten tired of songs with spelling at some point in my relatively early childhood, although I still catch myself humming C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. This song is one of the catchiest songs from Three Imaginary Boys. This song really demonstrated here's a band that's not just offering up a post-punk vibe, but can actually write catchy songs. It might be the catchiest song on Three Imaginary Boys, or second or third, and this song somehow manages to sound dated but fresh at the same time, listened to in the year 2024. So, good job, future predictors of what cool would sound like. The Caterpillar. Oh, how I love some whimsy. How many of you get it right when you're singing along with the song and Robert gets to that last how many of you get it right and get the right amount? Do you end too soon or do you try to go too far? This is definitely one of their best pop songs. Love Song. The song was written as a wedding present. This is one of their best known songs. A lot of people know a lot about it. It's easy for me to imagine this is the gateway track to The Cure for a lot of people. It's a great Cure song. I'm just a bit tired of it. Otherwise, it probably would be higher on this list. Primary, from Faith. This is just simply one of the best songs from those early 3 albums. It's amazing how The Cure can make music that is very dark, but at the same time can have a really awesome groove to it, and Primary does that. Maybe Someday, from Bloodflowers. It's the closest thing to a pop song on that album. It's a beautiful song. It's an underrated Cure song. It is arguably a classic Cure song. Should be a classic. You notice how I keep using the word classic? Bloodflowers is an underrated album. The single mix of Close to Me from The Head on the Door. The single mix with the horns is better, in my opinion. Again, I think I mentioned earlier, somehow I like it when alternative and rock bands manage to work trumpets or French horns and stuff in there. And again, this is it's probably actually synthesizers. This is one of the band's signature songs. It could rank higher on the list if I wanted to. I thought about making two separate lists. A top 40 Cure pop songs and a top 40 Cure not pop song. So if I had done that, Close to Me would be quite a bit higher. A Forest. I had never heard the album version of this song from 17 Seconds until some point in the 90s. And that extended intro really adds something to the song. Do you know any fans of The Cure? Any real fans of The Cure who would not say this is a classic Cure track? Or at least any Cure fans that have actually heard all the albums. High from Wish. This pops up on Wish right after the really dense opening track Open. All of a sudden, mood change! It is one of their best pop songs. It surprised me that it was not a bigger hit song, a bigger hit single than it was. Kitten as a Cat. Yeah, that works. How Beautiful You Are from Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. It is a classic Cure song. Upbeat, yet very melancholy, in a way only The Cure can do. And stilled my heart with sadness for the way we are. Killing an Arab, inspired by the book The Stranger. This is a quintessential post-punk track. It is not a song about hating Arabs. Do some homework on the book The Stranger. Was there anybody else that really sounded like The Cure when this song came out in 78 or 79? I think I heard someone in the back say Joy Division. I don't know about that. Plainsong. Softly, slowly, but with flair that is grand and gentle at the same time. Plainsong introduces Disintegration and says, hey, this is going to be awesome. Catch from Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, a song for every young man whose quirky, perfect dream girl was always just out of reach, or at least that's how I interpreted the song at the time, and I used to sometimes try to catch her, but never even caught her name. The Walk from Japanese Whispers, which was of course, actually released as a single and then compiled onto Japanese Whispers. I love, love, love the punchy synthesizers on this song. I saw you look like a Japanese baby. I remember everything. A few hours after this. Okay, so Screw might just be one of the all-time silly, goofy Cure songs that they got right, in my opinion. But I have to admit, if they had taken out Screw, put this song on The Head on the Door instead, I think more people might be willing to say The Head on the Door is definitely a top-tier album from The Cure. The Last Day of Summer from Bloodflowers. If this song had been on Disintegration, everybody you know would be screaming this is a classic. You know I'm right. The Last Day of Summer, Never Felt So Cold. Sinking from The Head on the Door. This is the song that led into Disintegration, right? They were listening to this album when it was done, and they were like, I love the bass line in this song. I love this song. 10:15 Saturday Night. I had to listen to this a few times before I got cool with Drip, 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 Drip. It is one of their best from their very early days. It's a very original sounding song. The Same Deep Water as You from Disintegration. It is one of their perfect, very long, atmospheric, hypnotic songs. Kiss Me Goodbye. How is this only number 17 on my list? At this point, we're definitely arguably in the 10 out of 10 Cure songs. But I have ranked them, you see. The Love Cats. Another great song with a fun groove and bass line. A silly song with a silly video. It's catchy. There's definitely a bit of imagination to it. Robert Smith has said, we were drunk when we shot the video. We were drunk when we wrote the song. Yeah, this is the drunk Cure song. A Letter to Elise. This is one of the band's best ballads. It's a song that took time to grow on me, even though I did like Wish, and I spent quite a bit of time listening to it. I know I'll never really get inside you to make your eyes catch fire the way they should. Masterpiece. Boys Don't Cry, which didn't really surface in a meaningful way until it dropped as a single from the Standing on a Beach compilation, a slightly different mix of the song. The song was ahead of its time when you realize it was recorded in 78 or 79. Did this song maybe even invent jangle pop? It definitely was one of the first Jangle Pop songs, right? It's been covered a bunch of times. It was in The Wedding Singer. It was in 51st Dates. Obviously, Adam Sandler's fond of this song. It was also featured in How I Met Your Mother. It has, over time, become one of their best-known tracks. The Kiss, another amazing opening song from a Cure album. This one from Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. It's an angry, spooky, intense, grab you by the throat Cure song. Get it out, get it out, get it out. Get your fucking voice out of my head. I wish you were dead. Charlotte Sometimes, one of the band's absolute best early singles. It's based on the book Charlotte Sometimes, about a girl who goes to a boarding school and suddenly travels 40 years back in time, and then there's this back and forth and being two different people. And first time I saw this video, I'm like, I don't get this at all. Burn, from the soundtrack of the movie The Crow. It's arguably really a Robert Smith solo track, but when I got my copy of the Crow soundtrack, what did it say? It said, The Cure. So, it's a dark masterpiece by the band. It's one of those often overlooked songs that a lot of Cure fans either don't know about or haven't given a really serious listen. It's a great song. It's a great song. Pictures of You, from Disintegration. Probably the band's best ballad. This is the kind of song you could play for your grandma, or as you guys say in the UK, your gram, and she would love it. And instead of thinking, well, this song sucks because old people like it, you'd think, my grandma is pretty f***ing cool. The Hanging Garden, from Pornography. Just one of the many amazing tracks on Pornography. Tribal Drums. Let's Go to Bed. You know, I like this song, I think, more than a lot of people do. The way I see it, this is The Cure just owning 80s new wave. Yeah, we hear what you guys are doing. We hear what you're doing, Duran Duran. We hear what you're doing, Human League, OMD. We hear what you're doing. We're going to do it way better. At this point in time, yeah, the song does sound a little bit dated. But like I said, in comparison to most early 80s new wave, what do you want? Just Like Heaven, from Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me. This song only made it to number 40 in the United States when it was released. It peaked in January 1988. I don't know if I want to run down the 39 songs on Billboard that were somehow more popular or better. Push It by Salt and Peppa was one better. A friend of mine who was a DJ at the time when that song was on the radio, he deliberately would mispronounce Peppa. He'd say, "That's Salt and Pepper with Push It," because he thought the name was silly. It's a classic song. The single remix, just a notch more perfect. From the Edge of the Deep Green Sea, from Wish. This is the best song on Wish. The lyrics are amazing. Is this song about a toxic romantic affair? Is this song about drugs? I think it's about drugs. But either way, it's about knowing you need to get away from something that you just can't get away from. Great song. 100 Years, from Pornography. The opening track on Pornography sets the tone for so much of what would follow from The Cure. It is driving, it is angry. It doesn't matter if we all die. Come on. What's more Cure than that? Jumping someone else's train. If you walk in the crowd, you won't leave any trace. Very post-punk, very catchy. I love, love, love this video for some weird reason. At this point in time, you could get on YouTube and see a million videos of someone going somewhere from the car's point of view, or the train's point of view, or the motorcycle's point of view. But you know what? In the early mid-'80s, there was no video where a train starts somewhere and then arrives. Prove me wrong, Internet. Prove me wrong. A Night Like This, from The Head on the Door. I'm coming to find you, if it takes me all night. Okay, generally speaking, I am not a big fan of the saxophone and its overuse, specifically in the 80s. I'm looking at you, Huey Lewis. But it really works on this song. This song is a quintessential Cure song. You know it. In Between Days, from The Head on the Door. This is one of the best Jangle Pop songs of all time. This song was also pretty much the first Cure song I heard. I'm pretty sure. I was going through a pile of 45s, just listening to new things. This song just absolutely still lands for me. It's fun, it's uplifting, it's whimsical. It does that thing that somehow a lot of Cure songs manage to do. They manage to sound hopeful yet hopeless at the same time. From Disintegration, Fascination Street. So let's move to the beat like we know that it's over. I have a personal connection to this song. I'd been dating this girl for a couple of years. Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me had been released right about the time we started dating, and we were both actually big fans of The Cure, so that was pretty cool. And then we broke up not really all that long before Fascination Street dropped as a single. Now, you know when you have a breakup, you have to sort of choose whether or not you still like the things or that you enjoy the things that you associate with someone, that person that you just broke up with. And like I said, we were both big Cure fans. But the vibe of this song really landed with me at the time. So I had a decision to make, and I spent quite a bit of time thinking about it. And I said, you know what? Screw you, Becky. I'm going to love The Cure. You can love The Cure as much as you want. I'm going to go right on loving The Cure. And you can wonder what I think about it. That's probably not what happened. I'm not really sure. Now, it's been a lot of years. We've never spoken since. And I certainly hope she's had a wonderful, wonderful life. And in all fairness, I will say I can understand why dating someone that wore that yellow cardigan as much as I did. I'm trying to say I get it, Becky. Just in case you happen to see this video. In case you didn't see the Cure tier list video, I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to put a couple other tier list ranking type videos on the screen too. Either way, I'm out here. Gotta go shopping for yellow cardigans.